Greetings for the penultimate time of this SRL Gran Turismo Sport Toyota 86 season, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 7 at Lago Maggiore West, where we adorn the front row, joined by the pole sitter Fubbles, who of course won this race 1 season ago. He's actually a championship protagonist. I'm not really in it anymore, so I'll be seeking to help my friend and teammate Murph, who starts 4th. And around the outside at turn 1, up the inside we go. And that's the lead. So Fubbles demoted to not only P2, but it looks like HSV's down the inside for P3, well for P2, but it'll be Fubbles to P3, and that's exactly what's happened. We have a 2-second lead by the end of lap 8 when Fubbles regains P2 and pits for the first of 2 stops for him. We make a 1 stop, lap 12, and out we go. Of course, the undercut does work on this game, so Fubbles should catch up. Indeed, he's right behind us. You can see him on the radar, and indeed when I look back there, right on us. So compared to the 2-second gap we had before the pit stops, he's caught up about 1.5 seconds. He goes to the outside after the chicane. He gets great runs with the chicane each time, but my tyre grip is good enough to hold the lead for the time being. And Murph pits. It was of course the net lead before during that battle with Fubbles. Now it's the real lead because Murph went a lap longer than us. And indeed, through this same chicane, very strong he is, and I can't defend the inside this time. I'm forcing him all the way to the right, but he has the space to essentially use the phrase rubbing his racing and get through, just like I did on lap 1. So fair stuff from Fubbles, although he goes a little bit deep there. And I'm going to be able to go onto the right side, but the last 2 corners are to the left. So it's going to be quite difficult to effect a manoeuvre unless he makes a mistake. Which he has actually. He's gone a little bit too deep. And I think onto the grass, but he hasn't lost much time, so he's still actually right there on the run to turn 1. Will he convert to the inside line? Doesn't look like it. He's gone deeper than us on the brakes and swiped into us. He turned in a bit early there. By the end of that lap, Bubbles makes his 2nd pit stop. So at this point of the race, we're looking very good for the win, and Murph is looking very good to beat Fubbles. However, with just over 6 laps to go, we lap a car and run over a cone. Fairly innocuous incident. But the next lap, the other cone which was put on the track actually makes us do a little wheelie into the wall. No damage. The damage really is the time. We had 5.7 I think it was going into that corner. But look at the time hemorrhaging back to P2. Murph halved the gap. That's actually coming towards 1/3 of the gap now. The momentum all the way down the straight is lost. Up until this hairpin, we're still losing time. That's now 1.8. So absolute disaster there, lap 20 of 25. And by the 25th lap, Murph is actually on us. I didn't particularly want to give up the win, although I didn't really want to hinder him either. But look who's right behind, on fresh, super soft tyres. It's Fubbles. We know he's quick, he was on pole. And Murph goes to look to the outside. No, is he going to lose out to Fubbles? I hope not, they're side by side behind. I'll have a look back to see where they're positioned, but unfortunately, I've made the error. I have not turned in early enough. My tyres are completely off. Murph's on my left. We haven't made contact, but he's in the wall. It's all going wrong for the 2 of us. And up the inside comes Fubbles. No! I can't believe we as a collection have given this up, and particularly me. And no, I'm done. I'm sorry. I can't commentate anymore. See you next time.